Conditioning done, and got a lot of inside speed work done, so pretty happy.
Is this format something that Vic did before, or is this something you guys did before?
We did before, and it's like we do 2 days of speed development and long distance running and all that, then we do 2 days of like match condition, agility, quickness, all that, so it's not all the same all the time. It's not the same drill. You get 2 days of each, and they're lifting every day a week too, so Mondays and Fridays are really tough because it's lifting and running days.
In terms of philosophy, what's the main difference between what you guys do now and what you have?
I think there's a lot more lower body bending flexibility thing that go into it, which is the key to players. Why players can't play, lower body flexibility, develop an ankle flexion, hip flexion, and things you're doing, and then more long distance running. It's like when you watch a pitcher throw, they have to long toss. When you throw a quarterback, you have to build his arm. You have to throw the ball deep to get deep. It's not just quickness and hard fast ones. You got to run long. So not full long distance running, whether 80s or 160s like we're doing today, or curves like we did today, or whatever it is. That's a big thing different. And being outside, you got a lot more room.
How's the intensity of your coaches just supporting the players for these drills help?
Great. The players have been good, and good thing they've been supporting themselves. The players have been doing a good job of managing and controlling themselves and pushing each other and doing the things you got to do. We got some guys banged up now. We got a few pulls here and there that we had to ease through, as you could probably see when you were watching. But coach has been good too. They've managed and pushed, and the guys responsive. We haven't had it. There is no talk. The issues of not working and doing things have been great.
What was the thought process about moving these to the afternoon instead of getting up at the crack of dawn?
First of all, it's academics.
Yeah.
We talk about academics, and then we bring them up 5 in the morning, and they're dead, and you're tired all day, and you're wore out. Then you don't lift good. This is when you play. This is when you work. They get a good day of academics in. They get their work done, and they come out and practice at the time they're going to practice all the time. It doesn't mean you're mentally tougher just because you get up. There's nothing wrong with doing them early. I've done them both ways, but this is it, and I think it helps our academics part of it.
4 new guys, how are they acclimating, getting out?
Very good. Big Anthony really came a long way today. You saw him again. He's probably dropped 20, 22, 23 pounds. Strong, done a great job. He gets through this spring, will be good. By this summer and fall, I think he'll be a heck of a player. DeBrell is really working in. He's dropped probably 12, 14 pounds, run well, doing things. Clint really fitting in, just like he belonged here, and Jeff Luck acts like he's been here 5 years. So, he just runs and stays up front. And he just, you got a man's body. Got a good work ethic.
Christian mentioned when we talked to him that you're probably not going to see honey fried chicken on the menu 3 times a week. How much more diligent are you guys now with diet?
Oh, huge. Like I tell them, you put a Mercedes, a BMW, a Rolls Royce out there. If it has no gas and has no oil, it doesn't run. They can look and have all the rims. They can have all the pretty things it wants on it. But you got to feed it, and you got to do it right. We have guys. See what we're talking about right now? We got guys. Some of them guys have gained 5, 6, 7 pounds already in 2.5 weeks of eating right, doing right, and doing this conditioning at the same time. And we're lifting the right way. And muscle weighs more than fat, and we're going to where we need to go. You got to replenish the body and get the body back, and then also build off of it. And it's been huge. Everything they eat, and some of the guys get that chicken when they're as a reward when they're doing it. Somehow I saw them and they're eating it today. They're on where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, I know it's. To contribute. You're pretty much if you want to contribute, you have to buy in. But has there ever been any toughness of getting these guys to say, okay, you can't eat this anymore. You have to really get this.
No, we got guys sitting right there and tell them what to eat. I keep saying, I'm telling you, our players have not been one bit of problem on doing what they're supposed to do as far as this is going. There ain't no arguments. There ain't no griping. There ain't no. It's okay. It's what we're doing. And they're doing it. I've been very proud of that part of it.
Where did the nutrition program come from, and how did you develop that?
Because we hired a nutritionist. Hired a nutritionist on staff with a speed development guy in the weight room and all the things we need to do, and the expertise, and that's always constantly changing. We discuss it, and when we hired him, I discussed it with him and what he wanted to do, and I let him bring his ideas, and we just worked through it and teach them how to eat. That's their specialty of what they do, just like you hire a weight coach, just like you hire everything else.
What was his background?
He got degrees in everything known to man in nutrition. Worked at different places and people, and has a great worked with a lot of Olympic athletes. And see, football was probably behind his mode. You go to all those Olympic athletes and all your specialty sports. A lot of that stuff is huge, and it has been for a long time. You're just bringing it into these guys now.
Can you talk about how good it is to see Ponder pretty much, at least from what we saw, fully participate?
Oh, he's full go. I just made him at the end. I make him run slow in the beginning because when you run them curves, I don't want him to catch a foot and fall on that shoulder or do anything crazy. I make him stay in the back. But then when he runs full speed. His over there and them some of those flexibility, change of direction drills. He's as good as we got on the team. In his hip flexion, his ankle flexion, his ability to change and burst. It's fun to watch him.
Does this lead straight up into spring practice, or is there a break there? Or?
Well, spring break.
Okay.
Spring break.
Now, in the past, you guys have done a round of testing, performance testing strength. Will you still do that, or you?
They've been doing it. They squatted heavy yesterday. There was a lot. That's why I say you got dead legs. I mean, they squatted heavy yesterday. I mean, and a lot of them doubled their maxes, whole maxes, some of them. And I believe in that. I mean, you don't, and that's where power and stuff comes from. So they're testing as they go through now. Not absolutes after certain times, but we're modifying what we're
Like
testing.
40s and all that.
Nah, I definitely do 40s. I mean, as I know they can run and where they're at. We may do it in the summer when that comes. We won't do it now.
How closely do these mirror Alabama's fourth quarter drills? Are they basically?
I'm not sure what Alabama's did. It's a lot like we did at LSU
Right.
back then, and we've all modified and I think they've changed. I've changed some of it a little bit, worked it around, switched the days on how you did certain things, but they're all a basic thing of our past.
Okay.
I'm sure they're very similar, but I don't know exactly their whole deal.
You're able to. You guys have a bigger strength staff now. Strength. and
Oh,
speed?
much bigger. Every guy, and we monitor every lift and technique every lift, and every guy that lifts, every 2 guys that lift got a coach. And they in a group, so there's no time to rest, and we're getting done in an hour what we used to get done in 2 hours.